Good morning to those of y'all that are tuning in, watching on AJ's Facebook page. My name is Ricky Lee Tanner. I'll be here until 2 o'clock in the afternoon playing your favorite country songs. I thought maybe I'd get started with one of my favorite country artists and do a little Earl Thomas Conley for you. But y'all can make your requests through the My Set app, and it'll pop up right here on this phone and right next to my tablet here. And when I see it, I will make that happen for you if I can. So. In and out of honky tonks, from one town to the next. Anything worth loving, Lord's just too hard to forget. Every day's another day of feeling more the same. Looks like I run out of highway before I run the rain. But if there's fire and smoke, ooh, what a rush I got when your love was hot. Oh, but I couldn't see that when the flame burned out, leave a cold dark cloud raining down on me. Now I'm reaching out to someone, wishing she was you instead. Everything I left behind was waiting up ahead, pulling on the bottom, baby, looking back on you. Anyway's the right way, just as long as I pull through. When there's fire and smoke, ooh, what a rush I got when your love was hot. Oh, and I couldn't see. And when the flame burned out, leave a cold dark light raining down on me. Yeah, when the flame burned out, leave a cold dark light raining down on me. All right, some Earl Thomas Conley to get started. Welcome, folks. How y'all doing? Where y'all from? Okay. Well, welcome to Nashville. Have y'all been here before? Okay. Well, welcome back. Well, if there's anything I can play for you folks, let me know. As long as it's country, that's the rules here at AJ's. All right. Well, if you like country music, this is your place. Don't rock the jukebox, I wanna hear some John. 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, give me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. You got a heart-broke hillbilly standing here in line. Been down and lonely ever since she left. Before you punch that number, I make one request. Don't rock the jukebox, I wanna hear some John. 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. I don't feel like rocking since the baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, make country song. It's rock and roll. When your heart's been broken, it's a song that's slow. There ain't nothing like a steel guitar down your memory. Before you spend your money, play a song for me. And don't rock the jukebox, I wanna hear George song. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. Don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, be a country song. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Alrighty, well, I got my first request of the day. Looks like Shelley wants to hear some George Strait, Little Here for a Good Time. That's a good one. I think I can make that happen for you. I'm not gonna lay around and whine and moan. Somebody done me wrong. And don't think for a minute I'm gonna sit around and sing the same old sad song. I believe it's a half full, not a half empty glass. Every day I wake up knowing it could be my last. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So bring on the sunshine, to hell with the red wine, pour me some moonshine. When I'm gone, put it in stone, he left nothing behind. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. Folks are always dreaming about what they like to do, what I like to do, just what I like. Take a chance and dance, dance. Might be wrong, then again it might be right. There's no way of knowing what tomorrow brings. Life's too short to waste it, I say bring on anything. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So bring on the sunshine, to hell with the red wine, pour me some moonshine. When I'm gone, put it in stone, he left nothing behind. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. When I'm gone, put it in stone, he left nothing behind. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. Excellent request. Very cool. I think I've only tried that one other time before. That just goes to show y'all I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. If I can remember how it's supposed to sound and find the right words and chords on this thing, I can usually fake it. So my specialty, of course, is 90s country. Those of y'all who've been tuning in for the last several weeks, you know that by now. But I try to keep a little something on tap for everybody. See, speaking of 90s country, let's do one of the guys that had a great career in the 90s. How about some Tracy Lawrence? It was where my mama sat on that old swing with her crochet. It was where Granddaddy taught me how to cuss and how to pray. It was where we made our own ice cream those sultry summer nights, where the bulldog had her puppies and us brothers had our fights. There were many nights I'd sit right there and look out at the stars, through the sound of a distant whippoorwill or the hum of a passing car. It was where I first got up the nerve to steal me my first kiss. It was where I learned to play guitar and pray I had to give. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we'd still have a problem, but we'd all be friends. Treating your neighbor like he's your next of kin wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then. Some bourbon poles and pintos, I shelled more than my share. Lightning bugs and crickets danced in the evening air. Beacon that old yellow ball that always led me home. Somehow Mama always knew just when to leave it on. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we'd still have a problems, but we'd all be friends. Treating your neighbor like he's your next of kin wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, treating your neighbor like he's your next of kin wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then. Little Tracy Lawrence right there for y'all. All right, y'all. Well, let me know what you want to hear. Of course, you can request songs through the My Set app. If I can make it happen for you, I'll be glad to do it. I'm tired of this dirty old city. Entirely too much work, never enough play. I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. Think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in middle of Montana. Give me a holler like I'm coming to me, and keep your retirement, your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Been working every day since I was 20. I ain't got a thing to show for everything I've done. they got plenty. It's time, guys like me to have some fun. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all like I'm coming to me, and keep your retirement, your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Some Merle Haggard right there. On the corner by the traffic light, everybody's looking as she goes by. They turn their heads and they watch her till she's gone. Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. Up by the bus stop across the street, open up their windows to the beat while she goes walking, rocking like a rolling stone. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on. She can't help it if she's made that way. She's not to blame if they look her way. She ain't really trying to cause a scene. It just comes naturally. Now the girl can't help it. Up on Main Street, by the taxi stand, crowd of people in a traffic jam. She don't look back. She ain't doing nothing wrong. Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. She can't help it if she's made that way. She's not to blame if they look her way. She ain't really trying to cause a scene. Just comes naturally. Now the girl can't help it. Out on the corner by the traffic light, everybody's looking as she goes by. They turn their heads and they watch her till she's gone. Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on. Come on in, we saved you a whole bunch of seats. We've been waiting for you. Where you been? Well, y'all let me know what you want to hear. As long as this country, if I can make it happen for you, I'm glad to do it. Oh, well, then y'all found the right bar. This is about the only bar you can guarantee it's going to be country music, because that's Alan's rules. And I mean actual country, not some of the stuff that we hear on country radio these days that, if we're being honest with ourselves, is not country. Plays guitar at a hotel bar, out-of-towners and businessmen. He struts and sings to his drum machine, but he won't make it big at the Holiday Inn. She thinks that he looks like Elvis when he runs his fingers through that jet black hair. Sometimes she forgets an order 'cause she's so struck by him. She stops and stares. They got love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. They got love takes them higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah. She pours some drinks, goes up the same, and dreams of being a movie star. Her mama said she'd knock 'em dead, but Hollywood hasn't called so far. But he thinks she's as pretty as a picture when she wipes down tables and her apron strings. Sometimes he forgets the chords, but she's shining like a beauty on the silver screen. They got love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. They got love takes some higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah. You won't find their names on the walk of fame. They ain't missing much. 'Cause when the lights go down on Tinseltown, all you need is love. Ooh, they got love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like the rolling stone. They got love takes them higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. Na 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 na, yeah yeah. The late, the great Joe Diffie right there for you. Had a little love on a little honeymoon. Got a little dish and you got a little spoon. Little bitty house and a little bitty yard. Little bitty dog and a little bitty car. It's alright, be a little bitty, little hometown or a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on for a little bitty while. Little bitty baby in a little bitty gown. It'll grow up in a little bitty town. Big yellow bus and a little bitty books. It all started with a little bitty look. It's alright, be a little bitty, little hometown or a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on a little bitty while. Yeah. We got a job and a little bit of check, 6-pack of beer and a television set. Little bitty world goes round and round, little bit of silence and a little bit of sound. Good old boy and a pretty little girl start all over in a little bitty world. Little bitty plan and a little bitty dream, it's all part of a little bitty scheme. It's alright to be little bitty, little hometown or a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on a little bitty while. It's alright to be little bitty, little hometown or a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on a little bitty while. Some Alan Jackson, one of the songs that helped pay for this bar we're all sitting in. One of the songs among those 50 million albums he sold. Should I just ride in and steal you away? Don't know what else to do. I got a desperado love for you. Say you belong to another man. First time we met, I knew I've had a desperado love for you. Breaks every line to feel the way I'm feeling. I want your love so desperately. I don't see the wrong in stealing. So hold on, I'm gonna shoot for the call. Desperados do. I got desperado love for you. It's so wrong to take what is at mine and head out for the border. I want your love, respect for law and order. Hold on, I'm gonna shoot for the ball. Desperados do. I got desperado love for you. I got desperado love for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. I've heard those city singers singing about how they can love deeper than the oceans, higher than the stars above. I come from the country and I know I ain't seen it all. I've heard that ocean's salty and the stars sometimes fall. That would not do justice to the way I feel for you. So I had to sing a song about all the things I knew. My love is deeper than the holler, stronger than the rivers, higher than the pine trees growing tall upon the hill. My stands a robin on a springtime windowsill, longer than the sound of a whippoorwill. From the back roads to the Broadway shows, there's a million miles between, and at least a million love songs people love to sing. Everyone is different, and everyone's the same. This is just another way of saying the same thing. My love is deeper than the holler, stronger than the rivers, higher than the pine trees growing tall on the hill. My love is purer than the snowflakes that fall in late December. Non-stands robin on a springtime windowsill, longer than the song of a whippoorwill. My love is deeper than the holler, stronger than the rivers, higher than the pine trees growing tall upon the hill. My love is purer than the snowflakes fall in late December. Not a stars robin on a springtime windowsill, longer than the song of a whippoorwill. Whippoorwill. Little Randy Travis right there. Yeah. Well, y'all, just like the folks online, if you don't feel like getting up from your seat, you can scan the QR code in the lower right-hand corner of the screen right there, and you can send in your song request via the MySet app. Just like the folks do watching at home. And yes, that's right. When you get back to wherever it is you come from, you can tune in to AJ's Good Time Bar's Facebook page at home, and you can watch every live show right here on the first floor. Spent half a life on bended knee, begging somebody to change, and the other half praying to God that they never would. All it got me was twice as lost when it all turned out the same. All that begging finally did somebody good. Used to dream all night about the day that was gone. Come the morning light, forever from now on, gonna do my dreaming with my eyes wide open, not to my looking back with my eyes closed. We can do some living, spend our whole lives hoping, in the end we're left with the one we chose. So up to my dreaming with my eyes wide open. Every time the world moved on, a little further behind, running back or following someone home, till it turned in one step forward, take further on, then 1,000 back or 1,000,000 ain't your own. Used to dream all night about the day that was gone, the morning light, forever from now on, gonna do my dreaming looking back with my eyes closed. We can do something else, and her whole life's open. In the end, we're left with the one we chose. Hot to my dreaming, with my eyes wide open. We can do some living, and her whole life's open. In the end, we're left with the one we chose. Hot to my dreaming, with my eyes wide open. Clay Walker right there. All righty. So any first-time visitors out there, first-timers? Couple first-timers, very cool. All right. Well, welcome to AJ's, and you can, like I said, you can count on every time you come here, it's going to be country. So if you like country music, this is the place to be. Now, unlike Vegas, everything that happens in Nashville stays on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Don't do anything you wouldn't want your mama to find on the interwebs. Well, y'all let me know what you want to hear. If I can make it happen for you, I'll be glad to do it. Pickles and dimes, memories and wine. She's on his mind once again. The same old stool, the same old fool, played by the rules but didn't win. There's no love in his heart that he can't lose. He tries forgetting, but he knows that it's no use. He's got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently every night so it can fool him more. She was his girl, his only world, that string of pearls that slipped away. 1,000 dimes, 1,000 times, he doesn't mind what they say. He fills a jukebox and plays the same old song. He fills his glass and he turns her memory on, but it's a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can fool him more. He's got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can fool him more. That was George Strait's first #1 hit, the first of like 60 some odd #1s. tuxedo waiter, black tie, white tablecloths and red wine. We've been planning this night, looking forward to it for some time. Honey, I know you love getting dressed up, and you know I love showing you off, watching your baby blue eyes dancing in the candlelight glow. All I can think about is getting you home, walking through the front door, seeing your black dress hit the floor. Honey, the sure ain't nothing like you loving me all night long. All I can think about is getting you home. Don't need to spend you, no I don't. Already know just what I want. I hear right, you tell me your baby waiter, let's leave. Honey, I know by that look in your eye, and your hand drawing hearts on mine. Our night out of the house, I ain't gonna last too long. If all you think about is getting me home, walking through the front door, seeing your black dress hit the floor. Honey, the sure ain't nothing like you loving me all night long. All I can think about is getting you home, walking through the front door, seeing your black dress hit the floor. Honey, the sure ain't nothing like you loving me all night long. All I can think about, all I can think about, all I can think about is getting you home. All right, little Chris Young. We're still 10 minutes away from calling this noon, so good morning, y'all. Good morning to all the folks watching out there on Facebook. Wear a greasy ball cap, I like my shirt untucked. I spend Saturdays working on my truck. I don't like to fight, I ain't scared to bleed. Most won't mess with a guy like me. 'Cause guys like me drank too many beers on Friday after work. Best blue jeans and skull rings, wear our boots and shirts, so rough around the edges, it's hard to believe that girls like you love guys like me. Your daddy worked at the bank, mine worked on call. You went to college out for graveyard. Must have had your pick of all the trust fund nights. You came back to me on a God knows why. 'Cause guys like me drank too many beers on Friday after work. My best blue jeans and skull range where I moved to church. Sore up around the edges. It's hard to believe that girls like you love guys like me. There's a lot of guys like me out there in a lot of little towns, telling all our buddies we won't ever settle down. Say that's just the way we are and the way we'll always be. So God sends girls like you for guys like me. And God, there's girls like you for guys like me. Some old school Eric Church right there. Oh, got a new request. There we go. Very cool. All right, Shelly wants to hear one of my originals, so she's watching out there on the Facebook page, on AJ's Facebook page. Yes, that's right. The new folks just walked in. You can watch these things live. All the shows that happen right here on this stage, you can watch live on AJ's Good Time Bar's Facebook page. And Shelly has sent in a request. She wants to hear my song, Ready or Not. This song was inspired by playing hide and seek with my son when he was little. And one night my wife was making dinner, and my son kept going in the kitchen and bothering her. You know how kids do. And so she hollered for me and said, Rick, you got to do something to occupy the boy. I said, all right. So I took him outside. I said, play hide and seek, and you go hide. I'll count, and I'll come find you. I had my eyes covered up, and I was counting. And at that moment, I had almost like a flashback to my childhood. Back when I was little and playing hide and seek with my friends, I thought about it for a minute. You know, life perpetually moves forward. It has to. But there are ways that little bits and pieces of it kind of move in circles on us. Because here I was playing hide and seek again in my life, but now with my son. It inspired me to write this song. It's on the last album that I put out. You can find it on iTunes and Spotify. The song is called Ready or Not. I hope you all like it. A little boy leans up against a tree and closes his eyes. His friends all scramble while they're looking for that perfect place to hide. Calls out the numbers one by one. When the counting's done, he says, ready or not, here I come. You know you can't hide from me. Ready or not, here I come. Alley, alley, oxen free. They'll play again to the setting of the sun. Ready or not, here I come. 10 years later, that boy's down man, staring out into the world. He's got dreams, they all change when he meets a pretty girl. Blue green eyes and a captivating smile. Before he knows it, they're walking down the aisle. Says, ready or not, here I come with the girl of my dreams. Ready or not, here I come, just the way it's supposed to be. Hand in hand, two hearts beat as one. Ready or not, here I come. Now it's hide and seek again, even though he's grown. Out in the front yard with a boy of his own. He says, ready or not, here I come. You know you can't hide from me. Ready or not, here I come. Alley, alley, oxen free. They'll play again till Mom says dinner's done. Ready or not, here I come. Here I come, yeah, here I come. Thank you very much. That is a Ricky Lee Tanner original for y'all. And like I said, you can find it on iTunes and on Spotify. And all your other like online retailers. I did the digital distribution thing, so it went to a bunch of them. I don't even know all of them it went to, but I know those are the big two that most people go to look for stuff. Which is what I moved to town to do, is write. So hopefully one of these days, someone else will record one of my songs, and I'll get that, what they call walk into the mailbox money. You don't have to walk to the mailbox for it anymore. They direct deposit it now. But I'll keep doing this because I love doing this, but then I won't have to worry about that tip bucket sitting in front of me anymore. One of my wife's favorite country artists from the 90s, there's a guy named Ty Herndon. Y'all remember Ty? We'll do a little Ty Herndon song. Well, the world just lost two lonely people. The world just lost two broken hearts. The odds were against it, but baby, here we are. In our own little place, in our own little corner, so cold world, sky a little warm. For the rest of my life, gonna hold you in my arms. And when they carve my stone on the need to ride on it, once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more? To be living in a moment you would die for. If we never get rich on what money can buy, it don't matter to me. I tell you why, I got it all when I'm holding you this way. I live to love you, I die to keep you safe inside these arms that need you. I will love you with the very last breath I take. And when they carve my stone on the knee to ride on it, once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more? And to be living in a moment you would die for. ashes to ashes, dust into dust. I lay beside you forever in love. And when they carve my stone, all you need to write on it, trust every man who got all you ever wanted. Tell me something, who would ask for more? To be living in a moment, loving every minute. Tell me something, who would ask for more? To be living in a moment you would die for. Oh, baby, living in a moment I would die for. Little Ty Herndon right there. One of the hit songs he had back in the 90s. Well, once again, y'all, you got to let me know what you want to hear. If I can make it happen for you, I'd love to play the songs you guys like because I want you all to stay. I can't read minds. If I could read minds, I wouldn't get in trouble with my wife as much as I do. You married fellers out there, you get it. Yeah. You walk in the room, you can tell she's mad. You don't know why, but you're fairly certain it's either something you did or didn't do. Yep. Only two things in life make it worth living. It's guitars tuned good, firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights, but I kinda like it. Got my song that got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Leyland and Billy and Boy. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Cole. Between Hank Bell's paint songs and New Best Train songs and Blue Eyes Find the Rain. Out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. So baby, let's sell your diamond ring, buy some boots and faded jeans and go away. This coat and tie's choking me. In your high society, you've cried all day. We've been so busy keeping up with the Jones, full cock and bras, still building on. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Leyland and Willie and Boy. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like Hatfields and Boy. Between Hank Bell's paint songs and New Best Train songs and Blue Eyes Crying and Rain. Out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Let's go down Lukenbach, Texas, well, boy. Oh, this is successful life we live on. Got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Cole. Between Hank Bell's paint songs, Georgia trains on, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Look at my Texas, ain't nobody feeling right. Up looking back Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Waylon with Little Willie thrown in there at the end. I got some big news. The bank finally came through. I'm holding the keys to a brand new Chevrolet. You've been outside, sure is a nice night. I might a little test drive down by the lake. There's a place I know about where the dirt road runs high. We can try out the four-wheel drive. On now, what do you say? Girl, I can hardly wait. Let's get a little mud on the tires. 'Cause it's a good night to be out here soaking up the moonlight. Staying out a little piece of shoreline. I got the perfect place in mind. In the middle of nowhere, there's only one way to get there. Gotta get a little mud on the tires. Moonlight on a duck line, catfish on a trot line. Sunset's about 9 this time of year. We can throw a blanket down, crickets singing in the background. More stars we can count on a night this clear. I tell you what we need to do is grab a sleeping bag or two, build us a little campfire. Then with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Get a little mud on the tires. It's a good night to be out here soaking up the moonlight. Staying out a little piece of shoreline. I got the perfect place in mind. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's only one way to get there. A little mud on the tires. And with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Let's get a little mud on the tires. Little Brad Paisley right there. Welcome to AJ's, folks. How you doing? Doing all right? In constant sorrow through his day. I am the man of constant sorrow. I have seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. Oh, 6 long years I've been in trouble, no pleasure here, earth I found. For in this world I'm bound to ramble, I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. It's fairly well, my old mother. I never expect to see you again. Oh, I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die on this train. Perhaps he'll die upon this train. You can bury me in some deep valley for many years, and I may live. Then you may learn to love another. I lay sleeping in my grave while he lay sleeping in his grave. Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face they'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore. The Soggy Bottom Boys. Y'all seen that movie, right? No, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah. Pappy O'Daniels. Yeah, Pappy O'Daniels. That would have been very popular on the World Wide Web with all those people watching. You should have done it. As opportunity missed. Well, the request line is wide open, y'all. That goes for you folks sitting in here and the folks watching online. The folks sitting in here, you can simply just come up here and let me know what you want to hear. If I can make it happen, I'm glad to do it, as long as it's country. And then for you folks watching online, or the people watching in here, if you prefer, you can just take your device and scan that QR code in the lower right-hand corner of the screen and get yourself set up on the MySet app and send in requests that way. And when they get sent in that way, they pop up right here on my phone. When I see the little green button pop up, it means I got a new request. I push it, and if I can do the request, I make it happen. If I can't do it, then I reject the request, not because it's not a good song, but if I reject the request, it doesn't charge you anything for your request. So the worst thing that'll happen is I tell you I can't do it, and you don't get charged. Some Chris Ledoux? Sure. He wants to hear some Chris Ledoux. Let's see. Last time you asked, I did Cadillac Cowboy, didn't I? I think so. I don't. But here's another good Chris Ledoux song. I didn't want to give you the same Chris Ledoux song every time. Actually, this is my favorite Chris Ledoux song. I was sitting in a coffee shop just having a cup to pass the time, swapping rodeo stories with this old cowboy friend of mine. Some motorcycle riders started snickering in the back. They started poking fun at my friend's hat. One boy said, "Hey Tex, where'd you park your horse?" My friend just pulled his hat down low. They couldn't be ignored. And one husky feller said, "I think I'll rip that hat right off your head." So my friend turned around, and this is what he said. "You'll ride a black tornado across the western sky, roving on blue norther and milk it till it's dry. Bulldog Mississippi, and its ears down flat, long before you take this cowboy's hat." Now, partner, you see this old hat's better left alone. You see, it used to be my daddy's, and last year he passed on. My nephew skinned the rattler that makes up this old hat band. Back in '69, he died in Vietnam. Now, the eagle feather was given to me by an Indian friend of mine. Someone ran him down somewhere around that Arizona line. And a real special lady gave me this hat pin. And I don't know if I'll ever see her again. But you'll ride a black tornado across the western sky, roving on blue norther and milk it till it's dry. Go down Mississippi, and its ears down flat, long before you take this cowboy's hat. Now, if your leather jacket means to you what this hat means to me, and I guess we understand each other, we'll just let it be. But if you still think it's funny, man, you got my back up against the wall. But if you touch this hat, you're gonna have to fight us all. Right then, I caught a little sadness in that gang leader's eyes. And they all got up and just kind of shuffled on outside. When my friend turned back toward me, I noticed his old hat brim, but he was turned up in a big old Texas grin. You'll ride a black tornado across the western sky, roving on blue norther and milk it till it's dry. Bulldog Mississippi, and its ears down flat, long before you take this cowboy's hat. The late, the great Chris Ledoux right there, yeah. That's my favorite Chris Ledoux song. Oh, yeah? Oh, very cool. I guess with all the proceeds going to his family and whatnot. Yeah. His son, Ned, is out as an artist, and he's out almost. He's real close. He's not quite as deep. His voice doesn't go quite as low, but he's yeah. But he sounds really, really similar to his father, and he's out there singing all of his daddy's songs. Well, y'all, if there's something I can play for you, let me know. If I can make it happen for you, I'll do it. Even if I've never done it before, if I can remember what it sounds like, I can usually fake it. Well, my specialty is 90s country, for those y'all who don't know. What's that? Anybody? No? Okay. On a good night, I could hop in my truck, round up my friends, and with any kind of luck, we could end up howling at a harvest moon. On a good night, I can put on my hat, head down to the honky-tonk dance. On a real good night, meet a woman like you. Brown hair, blue eyes, one's in a line, I'm country vine kind of girl. Heartbreaking chance, taking my little love, making, shaking up my world. Yeah, on a good night, I can picture the day all of my dreams come true. On a real good night, meet a woman like you. On a good night, I can drive to the lake, turn on my radio and find George Strait, go play a little game of 8-ball pool. Yeah, on a good night, I might be found bragging with the boys across town. On a real good night, meet a woman like you. Brown hair, blue eyes, one's in a lifetime, country vine kind of girl. Heartbreaking chance, taking my little love, making, shaking up my world. Yeah, on a good night, I can picture the day all of my dreams come true. On a real good night, meet a woman like you. Brown hair, blue eyes, one's in a lifetime, country vine kind of girl. Heartbreaking chance, taking my little love, making, shaking up my world. Yeah, on a good night, I can picture the day all of my dreams come true. On a real good night, meet a woman like you. Yeah, on a real good night, I meet a woman like you. You, yeah, some Wade Hayes. There's not nearly enough Wade Hayes happening in this town anymore. Oh, so where are you folks from? North Carolina. I was born there. I wasn't there long, but that's where I was born. I was born in Durham at Duke Research. I was only there for 6 weeks, though, before I got dumped off in Missouri. Flew out of where? Okay. Very cool. Well, is there anything I can play for you folks? I'm just playing the perfect set list. That's what it is. All right. Midnight in Montgomery, silvery, lonely road. I was on my way to Mobile for the big New Year's Eve show. Stopped for just a minute, see a friend outside of town. Put my collar up, I found his name, felt the wind die down, and a drunk man in a cowboy hat took me by surprise, wearing shiny boots, a nudie suit, and haunted, haunted eyes. Said, friend, it's good to see. It's nice to know you care. The wind picked up and he was gone. Was he ever really there? 'Cause it's midnight in Montgomery. Just hear that whippoorwill. See the stars light up the purple sky. Feel that lonesome chill. 'Cause when the wind is right, you'll hear a song, smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery is always singing there. I climbed back on that hill, took one last look around. Red tail lights, shadow moves slow across the ground. Now somewhere a midnight train slowly passing by. I can hear that whistle call. I'm so lonesome I could cry. 'Cause it's midnight in Montgomery. Just hear that whippoorwill. See the stars light up the purple sky. Breathe that lonesome chill. 'Cause when the wind is right, you'll hear a song, smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery is always singing there. He's always singing there. Oh, Hank's always singing there. Howdy. Doing well. How about yourself? Come on in. I do. I just finished playing Midnight in Montgomery, in fact. That I ain't even met him. I've been playing here since I opened this bar. I ain't even met him. Nope, never have. Now he's played here a few times himself. I wouldn't know. They usually don't give you a lot of advance notice when he plays, because otherwise it'd be like this place would be over capacity and in trouble with the fire marshal. I would have never guessed. Yeah, but we all get a little shorter as we get older. And that happens. Well, since y'all like Alan, I thought maybe I'd do some old school Alan. All right, so this is some old school Alan. Dallas packed her suitcase and drove off in a brand new car. I bought her. She made leave me look easy. I wish she'd made it look a little harder. Took her out to Texas, and she was just a girl. Old Tennessee and me couldn't take Texas out of her. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. If I could move Texas east, then she'd be here with me. And nothing else would come between the two of us. If Dallas was in Tennessee, by now she's leaving Memphis, everything had behind her. Lord, I hope the golden band on her hand serve as a reminder. True love is treasure, it's very seldom found. We can't stay together if there's no common ground. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. I could move Texas in, then she'd be here with me, and then nothing else would come between the two of us. If Dallas was in Tennessee. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. I could move Texas in, and she'd be here with me, and then nothing else would come between the two of us. If Dallas was in Tennessee. If Dallas was in Tennessee. Dallas packed her suitcase, drove off in the brand new car I bought her. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, I do lots of those Alan songs. I specialize in 90s country. So guys like Alan and Garth and Brooks and Dunn and an obscure Garth? All right. Well, if you run into somebody who knows more Garth than I do, and I say this all the time, if you run into someone who knows more Garth than I do, get his autograph and take a selfie with him, because it's Garth. So the request was for some obscure Garth for those of you all watching here at home. And this, I love this song. This is some early Garth. This was an album cut. It was not a single to radio, but I love this song. She was a girl on a wagon train, headed west across the plain. Train got lost in a summer storm. They couldn't move west and they couldn't go home. She saw him riding through the rain. He took charge of the wagons and he saved the train. She looked down, her heart was gone. The train went west, but she stayed on. Lonesome Dove, farmer's daughter with a gentle hand, a blooming rose in a bed of sand. She loved a man who wore a star, a Texas Ranger known near and far. So they got married and they had a child. But the times were tough and the West was wild. So it was no surprise the day she learned that her Texas man would not return to Lonesome Dove. Back to back with the Rio Grande, Christian woman in the devil's land. She learned the language and she learned to fight. Never learned how to beat the lonely night. Lonesome Dove, Lonesome Dove. She watched her boy grow to a man. He had an angel's heart in the devil's hand. Wore a star around the sea. He was a Texas lawman legacy. Then one day word blew into town. It seemed the man that shot his father down and robbed a bank in Jericho. Only thing between him and Mexico was lonesome dove. The shadows stretched across the land as the shots rang out down the Rio Grande. When the smoke finally cleared the street, the men lay at the Rangers' feet. But legend tells to this very day, the shots are coming from an alleyway. No one knows who held the gun. There ain't no doubt if you ask someone. Lonesome dove. Back to back through the Rio Grande, Christian woman in the devil's land. She learned the language and she learned to fight. She never learned how to beat the lonely night. Lonesome dove. Lonesome dove. Thank you. Absolutely, I got you. So yeah, this Wednesday morning show that I do this every Wednesday. One Wednesday, I keep telling myself, one of these Wednesdays I'm going to come in here and it's going to be a Garth tribute. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do all Garth for 3 hours because I know I could go through all 3 hours without repeating myself even once. All right, so now for some Alan. That's right. Well, who doesn't? If you came to this bar, if you're hanging out here and you don't like Alan, what is wrong with you? Who goes, man, I don't like that guy, but let's go spend money in his bar. And unlike Alan was the first artist to open a bar on Broadway. And then all of a sudden you started seeing all these other bars with artists' names on them. But those other bars, the artists don't actually own them. They have a minority ownership in them so that they could put their name on them. Alan actually owns this bar. So as of right now that are open, there are 2 bars on Broadway that are actually owned by the artist. That's this one, and Redneck Riviera is owned by John Rich. Yes. Yes, those are the 2 bars that are actually like majority owned by the artist that name is involved with. Not Miranda's, not Luke Bryan's, not Blake Shelton's place, not Dierks Bentley's place, none of those. Yeah, they have an ownership stake in them so they could have their name on them. Well, yeah. And everybody else in the ownership group, I'm sure, is like, yeah, cool, yeah, come on. We can use your name, awesome. Well, y'all definitely have to. Have you been here before? Have you been? Okay, so you definitely have to come back later when the higher floors are open, because the 3rd floor is like the coolest floor in the building. They make the bar looks like Alan's boat, the Hullbilly. The bar up on the 3rd floor looks like the back end of his boat. It is really cool. So later when they open up the other floors, you all have to make a trip back in here for sure to see the 3rd floor, because it is the coolest thing ever. Two young people without a thing. Say some vows and spread the wing. Settle down, just what you need. Living on love. She don't care about what's inside. She just likes the way you smile. It takes more than marble and tile. Living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook of rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can spark the fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you give enough. Living on love. Two old people without a thing. Children gone, still they sing. Side by side in that front porch swing. Living on love. He can't see anymore. She can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand to walk through that door. Just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook of rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk the fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, if you get enough. Living on love. No, it doesn't take much, you get enough, just living on love. Thank you. Living on Love by request right there. That's a good one. Well, welcome to the new folks who came in. How y'all doing? Y'all found the most like legit country bar on Broadway, because that's all we're allowed to play here. When Alan says he's keeping it country, he's keeping it country. So if you like country music and you like Alan Jackson, you're in the right bar. What's that? I'm sorry. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Get yourselves your favorite beverage and be sure to tip your bartender while you're at it. Yeah, we're doing this thing. We honky-tonking, y'all. That's what we as a friend of mine used to say. We honky-tonking, y'all. All right, let's see here. So, I know I got some extreme Alan Jackson fans here, so let me do some more Alan. She's been playing in the room on the strip for 10 years in Vegas. Every night she looks in the mirror, she only ages. She's been written by acid on the records, everybody's buying. Says I'm a simple girl myself, grew up on Long Island. So she packs her bags to try her hand. Says this might be my last chance. She's gone country. Look at them boots. She's gone country. Back to her roots. She's gone country. New kind of suit. She's gone country. Yes, she comes. Well, the folks say instead he's holding out Billy. He's been writing songs, speaking out against wealth and privilege. He says, I don't believe in money, but a man can make him a killing. And some of that stuff don't sound much different than devil. Well, I hear down there, it's change to sing. They're not as backwards as they used to be. He's gone country. Look at them boots. He's gone country. Back to his roots. He's gone country. A new kind of suit. He's gone country. Here he comes. He commutes to L.A. He's got a house in the valley, but the bills are piling up. The pop scene just ain't on the rally. He says, honey, I'm a serious composer, schooled in voice and composition. With the crime and the smog these days, this ain't no place for children. Lord, it sounds so easy, it shouldn't take long. Get back in the money in no time at all. He's gone country. Look at them boots. He's gone country. Back to his roots. He's gone country. New kind of suit. He's gone country. Here he comes. He's gone country, a new kind of walk. He's gone country, a new kind of talk. He's gone country. Oh, look at them boots. He's gone country. Ah, oh, back to his roots. He's gone country. He's gone country. Everybody's gone country. Yeah. What's that? Folsom or wholesome? Oh, you said wholesome. Okay. I thought you said Folsom for a second. I'm like, yeah, I can try it. Sturgill Simpson. Wow. Okay. You know, here's the thing about Sturgill. Sturgill, I got to give the man some props. Okay, because he wins the Grammy for country best country album, right? And of course, country radio's not playing him. He's not nominated for any of the CMA or CMT awards or any of that stuff. So the CMT, one of the two anyway. The award show's going on over here at Bridgestone. After he won the Grammy, he wasn't even invited to be in attendance. So he shows up outside of Bridgestone with his Grammy sitting next to him, and with his guitar stands out front of Bridgestone and busks with his Grammy while people are walking into the awards show. Talk about some big brass ones, right? Wow. But that also kind of says a lot about Sturgills don't ever expect to be nominated for anything because the association won't let you. You didn't make any friends with the association that night. But I don't think he cares. So here's a request for some Sturgill Simpson. I'm going to do a little Long White Line for you. Won't be round this old town anymore for a long, long time. Gonna hit the road and start looking for the end of that long white line. Gonna hit the road and start looking for the end of that long white line. I woke up, my baby was gone. Without her, I don't need no home. Gonna hit the go, start looking for the end of that long white line. Gonna hit the go, start looking for the end of that long white line. Went to the bank, get my note. I don't care where it goes. Gonna push this rig till I push that girl right out of my mind. If somebody wants to know what's become of this so-and-so, tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. Tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. New York City, old St. Joe, Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's old Reggie's humming and rolling, she's doing fine. If somebody wants to know what's become of this so-and-so, tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. Tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. New York City, old St. Joe, Albuquerque, New Mexico. This old Reggie's humming and rolling, she's doing fine. If somebody wants to know what's become of this so-and-so, tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. Tell them I'm somewhere looking for the end of that long white line. I won't be round this old town anymore for a long, long time. Gonna hit the road and start looking for the end of that long white line. Gonna hit the road and start looking for the end of that long white line. There's Sturgill Simpson by request right there. Right, and thank you very much for that. That is the way I make my living, y'all. Your kind donations into the tip jar that let me know that you believe that I deserve to keep living in Nashville, because that's how it happens. Thank you very much. And you folks that are watching online, yes, I don't know if I told you all that. When you get back home where you're from, you can watch on Facebook. You can go to AJ's Facebook page, and you can watch that thing you see right there on the TV is being live streamed on AJ's Facebook page right now. So there are people watching us right now on the World Wide Web. Hello. And they can send in their requests. So even when you get back home where you come from, you can tune in on Wednesday morning, and you can watch me sitting right here, and you can send in your requests, and I can play all your favorite songs. There's you see that QR code in the lower right-hand corner? That will get you to download a app called My Set, and My Set has a list of it's supposed to be a list of all songs I know. There's no way. It would take me weeks of data entry to. I've been doing this for 32 years, y'all. If I put in every song I know. So yeah, when you put in your request, it'll you can put in your amount that you're willing to pay for that request when you make it, and then what happens is a little green button pops up here on my phone. When a request comes in, I click the green button, and it puts it up there on the screen for everyone to see what song got requested. And if I can do it, I play the song, and I click the green check mark when I'm done, and that's at that point, that's when it charges you for your request. If I can't do the song and I reject the request because I either I'm not allowed to play it or don't know it or something like that, then you don't get charged for your request. So all y'all watching at home, don't be bashful. It's okay. If I don't know it, you're not going to get charged for the request. Yeah. See, there you go. But yeah. Because I don't click the check mark that I know it until after I play it. So y'all let me know what you want to hear and if I can make it happen for you. The worst thing that'll happen, I totally butcher your favorite song. This is for all you Alan Jackson fans listening. remember when I was young, so were you. Time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love, and you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows, walked the walk, gave our heart, made a stop, and it was hard. We lived and learned life at first. There was joy, there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when old was died, newborn, life was changed, disassembled, rearranged, came together, fell apart, broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was music? We danced from week to week, brought back the love. We found trust, now we never gave it up. Remember when? Remember when? 30 seems so old now looking back. It was just a stepping stone. Where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when? We said when we turned gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we had. And we'll remember when. Remember when. Thank you, yeah. That's one of the best love songs in country music history, in my opinion. But I think you have to get a little farther in life to truly appreciate it. I really do, because you have to get to the point where you have kids and they're growing up and all that stuff to really appreciate it. My kids are 29, 24, and 17. So. Yeah, they're all big. They're all big. My youngest is, like I said, he's 17. There's the two girls. They're the oldest, and then my son is. So he's the baby. He doesn't like it that I call him my baby. I tell him I don't care if you're 40. You're my baby. You're always gonna be my baby. Yeah. And then not even my grandson's not so little anymore. He's 7. So I mean. Yeah, they're I told you I've been at this a long time. Well, y'all let me know what you want to hear, and if I can make it happen for you, I'm glad to do it. I specialize in 90s country, but I try to keep a little something on tap for everybody. It goes as far back as Hank Sr., as current as Luke Combs, and just about everywhere in between, but it'd be tough to sneak most of the 90s stuff by me. Are you doubting me? See, there we go. A request just came in, so I'm going to click the little green button there, and it'll pop up there. Oh, my goodness. I might not be able to do this one. Let me look. This is more of an ability thing than anything because it's a request. It's a Steve Wariner song. The only problem with trying to play a Steve Wariner song is he knows all the guitar chords. He's one of the best guitar players to ever set foot in this town, and as such, sometimes you'll look up one of his songs and it will have all the chords in it. All right, let me see here. I'm going to try it. Here we go. Pray for me. I'm going to need it. All my friends say I should leave you alone. You got a heart like a stone. Wandering out. And I know they're right. Make up my mind. I'll see you again. You move through my dreams like the wind. It's no good to pretend it won't happen again, 'cause it'll happen again. Some fools never learn. Play with fire and you're gonna get burned. It's only love when you love in return. Some fools never learn. Some fools never learn. Baby, I tried, but I'm just not that strong. 'Cause I knew all along, but that's not enough. I was falling in love, don't know it now. Came tonight, somebody's car parked outside. Damn, damn this heart of mine. You drove off in tonight. Some fools never learn. Play with fire and you're gonna get burned. It's only love if you love in return. Some fools never learn. Some fools never learn. Somewhere in the city at night, there's a girl that's just lonely like me. Should be easy to see, and naturally, she have that look in her eye. She feeling that way, I see it plain as day. I'll never be what she wants me to be. Oh, but lucky for me, some fools never learn. Play with fire and you're gonna get burned. It's only love when you love in return. Some fools never learn. Some fools never learn. Some fools never learn. That's not an easy one right there. Some Steve Wariner right there. Wow. All right, we got some Brooks and Dunn coming in next. See, that's how it works. And you see it up there on the screen when it gets done. And so when you get home, you can tune in to AJ's. They do, there's like 4 shows a day that happen on this stage. 4-hour shows. Yeah, you can watch like 16 hours a day. There are some people who come close to watching 16 hours a day out there. I know because I pop in on various people's streams on various days, and I'll see some of the same people that I go back and read all the comments, y'all, and I appreciate every one of y'all who tune in every week. But I see some of y'all, like whatever day or time of day it is, they're on there still. So. So it's a great community of people that you can also, when you're doing this, you can interact with them and they talk amongst each other. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat or anything when I'm doing this, but I do, like I said, go back after the show and read all the comments and stuff, and I appreciate y'all. I saw the light, I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Well, the whole town's talking about the line I'm walking. Leads right to your door. Oh, how I used to roam. I was a rolling stone. I used to have a wild time, the 600 mile wide. Learn those beer joint sounds. It's all changed now. You turned my life around. Yeah, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. I used to love a man, leave him. Oh, I'd brag about my feet. I know one could tie me down, and I met you. Now my heart beats true. Baby, you and me together feels more like forever. Anything I've ever known, we're right on track. I ain't looking back. Yeah, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Yeah, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Yeah, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Yeah, I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. All right, y'all. Some Brooks and Dunn by request right there. Thank you, Shelley, for that request. Y'all let me know what you want to hear. If I can make it happen for you. Thank you, folks. Come on in. Plenty of seats. Come on. Double wide, quick stop, midnight tea, top jack in a cherry coke town. Mama and Daddy put the roots right here, 'cause this is where the car broke down. Hit a down school bus, kicking up red dust, picking us up by the barbed wire fence. MTV on RC, ain't no AC in the vents. We've heard Jesus say, man, blue jean baby, born in the USA. Trailer park, truck stop, fade a little man by New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat leaning, baby, come give me a kiss. Putting me on the cover of the Rolling Stone, uptown, down on Macon Gate. Rolling up in a little pink house, laying down on the living room couch, blowing that smoke on Saturday night. A little messed up, but we're all right. Hey! Baptist church parking lot, try not to get caught, take home, give you a jacket. Making it to second base, saying you went all the way, Monday afternoon at practice. Sister's got a boyfriend daddy doesn't like. Now he's sitting out back 30 in his lap with blue book satellite. We put Jesus, amen, blue jean baby, born in the USA. Trailer park, truck stop, paid a little man by New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat leaning, baby, come give me a kiss. Put me on the cover of the Rolling Stone, uptown, down on Macon Gate. Rolling up in a little pink house, laying down on the living room couch, blowing that smoke on Saturday night. Little messed up, but we're all right. Hey! We put Jesus, save me, blue jean baby, born in the USA. Trailer park, truck stop, paid a little mad by New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat leaning, baby, come give me a kiss. Put me on the cover of the Rolling Stone, down on Macon Gate. Rolling up in a little pink house, laying down on a living room couch, blowing that smoke on Saturday night. A little messed up, but we're all right. Hey! Some Kenny Chesney for y'all. All right, well, thank you, folks. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Y'all come back and see us. All right, who's got a request? Anybody? Yes, sir. Man, all kinds of something old. All right. Some old George, he says. We got definitely some old George. Well, George Strait songs don't get any older than this one because this was his very first single to country radio all the way back in 1982. Give me a pothole of your very best, 'cause I got a problem I'm gonna drink off my chin. Gonna spend the night getting down. Woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwind. Well, that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwind. She kicked me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. I'm gonna be the drunkest fool in town. That woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwind. Well, she packed my bag and opened up the door, and I got a feeling she didn't want me around no more. She caught me in her lie, I was messing around. That woman had a hand wrapped around my finger just to come unwind. That woman had a hand wrapped around my finger just to come unwind. She kicked me out of the house, and tonight I'm whiskey bound. I'm gonna be the drunkest fool in town. That woman had a hand wrapped around my finger just come unwind. That woman had a hand wrapped around my finger just come unwind. Thank you. Very first single for George, all the way back in 1982. That's right. It's hard to believe that song's 40 years old. Yeah, I think I can do it. Pull me to the train, 'cause I don't wanna be the thing no more held out. I just wanna sip until the pain wears off. Pull me another rhyme. Line 'em up and knock 'em down, 2 more, let's go. I ain't ever heard like this before. Wanna think about it, we're ring without it. Wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. She's making drinks strong, brother, she's gone. If I'm ever gonna move on, I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses. I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on her couch right now with someone else. I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. If I'm gonna be single, I'm gonna need a double shot of that hombre grub. See the world through whiskey glasses. See the world through whiskey glasses. Last call, swear this will be my last call. Now, I ain't drunk dining no more at 3 a.m. Mr. Bartender hit me again. I'm think about her, wear a ring without her. Wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drink strong, brother, she's gone. If I'm ever gonna move on, I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses. I wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on her couch right now with someone new. I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. If I'm gonna be single, I'm gonna need a double shot of that hombre grub. See the world through whiskey glasses. See the world through whiskey glasses. Yeah. Line 'em up, line 'em up, line 'em up, line 'em up. Knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back. Fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up. If she ain't ever coming back. Line 'em up, line 'em up, line 'em up, line 'em up. Knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back. Fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up. If she ain't ever coming back, I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses. I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on her couch right now with someone else. I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. If I'm gonna be single, I'm gonna need a double shot of that hombre grub. See the world through whiskey glasses. See the world through whiskey glasses. Yeah. See the world through whiskey glasses, yeah. Oh, man. Whiskey glasses, my request right there. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to do another old school George Strait song just because. We'll go back and do an old school George that, because Unwound was his first single, but it wasn't a hit for him. So let's go get one of his hits. That's also old school. I burn with desire, each time my heart fans a fire to that old flame that burns inside of me. She cried when I left her, now I try to forget her, how foolish I was ever wanted to leave. There's nobody in his right mind left her. I had to be crazy to say goodbye. Nobody in his right mind would have left her. Even my heart was smart enough to stay behind. I still carry her picture, wish her well with a new love. I know she's found by now. Each night finds me dreaming, each day I spend thinking how much I wish she was still around. Nobody in his right mind would have left her. Had to be crazy to say goodbye. Nobody in his right mind would have left her. Even my heart was smart enough to stay behind. Even my heart was smart enough to stay behind. Thank you. Some George Strait right there, some classic George. George has only had, 60-something number ones. And it's insane. And he's had 60-some-odd number ones. And that's why his house looks like an Adobe village. It's huge. It's enormous. And I think you could live in George's house for like 2 months without him even knowing you was there. Just make sure you're hanging out in a different wing than he's in that day. I ain't never had a house you could describe as having wings. I have had a couple that had wheels. Yeah. God, I wish that wasn't true. Well, y'all let me know what you want to hear. If I can make it happen for you, I'm glad to do it. The worst thing that'll happen, I totally butcher your favorite song. Like I did that Steve Wariner tune earlier. Sorry, Steve. No, but everybody on the World Wide Web did. There's the camera that's showing. Yeah, Steve didn't see it. Yeah, oh, absolutely. That's actually my favorite Alan Jackson song. It's my favorite. This is my favorite Alan Jackson song, and the reason is I've got 2 daughters that are grown, and I went through teaching both of them how to drive, and I can look back on it fondly now because I no longer own any of the cars I owned when they learned. Because even the ones that they weren't allowed to drive, they managed to dent and scratch them up because they hit them in our driveway. You don't call your insurance company for that one. You don't go, yes, I'd like to report an accident. One of my cars hit another one of my cars. No. It's painted red, the stripe is white. It was 18 feet from the bow to stern light. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta. I rode up with Daddy when he went there to get her. Put on the shine, put on the motor, built out of love, baby the wall. And every year, the grandson got riding. The pace of my childhood will never be forgotten. It was just an old plywood boat, 75 Johnson, electric choke. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel when I would turn a sharp and I would make it wide. He'd say, can't beat the way an old boat rides. Just a little late across the Alabama line. I was king of the ocean when Daddy let me drive. Just no half-ton short bed Ford. My uncle bought new back in '64. Daddy got it right, his engine was smoking, killer burnt valves, and he had to go. He let me drive it all off the load, down the dirt strip where we dump trash off a Pigpen road. Sit up in the seat, stretch my feet out the pedals, smiling like a hero. Just received his medal. It was just no hand-me-down Ford, 3-speed on the column, in the door. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel when I would press that clutch and I would keep it right and say, a little slower, son, you're doing just fine. Just dirt road with trash on each side, but I was Mario Andretti when Daddy let me drive. I'm grown up now, 3 daughters of my own. Let her drive my old Jeep across the pasture at her home. Maybe one day I'll reach back in their file, pull out that old memory, and think of me and smile and say, it's just no worn out Jeep, rusty old floorboards, hot on my feet. A young girl, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel when I would turn it left and I would steer it right and say, straighten up, girl, now doing just fine. Just a little valley across the river where we ride, but I was high on a mountain when Daddy let me drive. When Daddy let me drive, oh, he let me drive. Just an old plywood boat with a 75 Johnson, an electric choke. Thank you, yeah. I still got one more kid to teach to drive, and he has no interest whatsoever. He's 17, no interest in driving at all. I don't know if it's the generation or what, but I'm hearing that story a lot, that they're like, no, don't care. He seldom wants to leave the house anyway. Like, when I was his age, I couldn't wait to leave the house. I couldn't wait to get a driver's license. I couldn't wait to be out of the house until the last possible moment that I could be out before I had to be back home to go to sleep, to get up for school or work or whatever the next day. But now, no desire to go anywhere. All right. Yeah, sure. A drink of my water first before I try to tackle some Brooks and Dunn. I was raised off of Route 3. I passed where the blacktop ends. We'd walk to church on Sunday morning, race barefoot back to Johnson's Fence. That's where I first saw Mary on that roadside picking blackberries. Summer I turned a corner in my soul, and that red dirt road. First beer, it's where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is full of sinners and believers. Learned that happiness on earth ain't just high achievers. I learned, I come to know this life both ends of that red dirt road. That hit didn't like me much. I shackled the GTO. I'd sneak out in the middle of the night, the rocks at her bedroom window. Turn out the headlights, drive by the moonlight, talk about what the future might hold. Down that red dirt road, it's where I drank my first beer. It's where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is full of sinners and believers. Learned that happiness on earth ain't just high achievers. I learned, I come to know there's life both ends that red dirt road. I went out into the world, I came back in. I lost Mary, oh, I got her back again. And driving home tonight feels like I found a long lost friend. It's where I drank my first beer, Jesus, where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is full of sinners and believers. Learned that happiness on earth ain't just high achievers. I learned, I come to know there's life both things. That red dirt road. Yes, I learned, I come to know it's life at both ends of that red dirt road. Some Brooks and Dunn right there, yeah. I love all that 90s country. No, all of it. All of it. It'd be tough to sneak just about any of it by me, too. Maybe a handful of them, but usually the only thing that holds me back on a 90s song is if it's something that I just can't physically play on the guitar, because which is what I was afraid that Steve Wariner song was going to be earlier, but the chords weren't that bad, but the timing was rough. Steve is a heck of a writer, heck of a musician. It's one of the coolest videos ever. There's a YouTube video out there, and there's Steve Wariner and Vince Gill and Ricky Skaggs on stage at the same time with Brad Paisley and Keith Urban. So it was kind of like two generations of great pickers, and they were all like trading leads around. And of course, Ricky Skaggs was on the mandolin, but the other four were all on guitar. And I'm telling you, Steve Wariner is a bad man. When he's slamming it down and you're going, wow, and those other people are on the stage too, you're going, okay. Because they can all pick, man. It was something else. Yeah, it was at the Grand Ole Opry. They had all five of them on stage at the same time. It's insane. All right, y'all, let me know what you want to hear. I'm here till 2 o'clock, so we still got 20 minutes together. There's time for about 4, maybe 5 more songs, depending upon how long they are. I don't have that one. Sure. That's kind of the free bird of this bar. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We'll hang up at Donna, Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living more minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim, I learned who it was. A lot about living and a little about love. Oh. Yeah, we fogged up the windows of my old Chevy. I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a gravestone gone. Talked to Robert, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just to live more minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim, learned who it was. A lot about living and a little about love. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We lay her up on Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars, dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just to live for the minute. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who it was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. Yeah. That's right. It's not complete unless you do all the ad lib and all that at the end. Yes. All right, y'all. Yeah, and so again, those of y'all that are visiting us here in person, when you get back home, wherever it is y'all come from, you can tune in on AJ's Facebook page, and you can see what is on that screen right there is being live streamed on AJ's Facebook page every day. So all 4 shifts that happen 7 days a week are all right there for you to sit and watch at home. So if you tune in, you go back home and you're on the internet next Wednesday morning, I'll be right here. And you can send in your requests using the MySet app, which you get by scanning the QR code in the corner there. And you can make your song requests, and they pop right up here on my phone, and I make them happen. So, yeah, even when you're not here in Nashville, you can tune in and take part and request songs from us sitting right here on this stage in Nashville, Tennessee. It's really awesome. I wouldn't be allowed to play it here. Alan requires that we play only country music. So there's no Journey. No Journey is being played in Alan Jackson's bar. Yeah, absolutely. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. Ain't real clear. Is that you there? I said, yeah, it was 11. And times were tough back in 35. That was me and Uncle Joe just trying to survive a cotton farm in the Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, should have seen it in color. This one here's taken overseas in the middle of 1943, wintertime. Almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee was a high school teacher in New Orleans. He had my back through the day we left. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, should have seen it in color. Pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray cover. Should have seen it in color. This one here's my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up. The day we said our goodbye. You can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue. Just look at that smile. I was so proud. That's the story of my life. Right there in black and white. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, should have seen it in color. Pictures worth 1,000 words. She can't see what the shades of gray cover. Should have seen it in color. Oh yeah, yeah. Should have seen it in I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white, ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. Thank you. Some Jamie Johnson for y'all right there. Now, that was the CMA Song of the Year back in 2009. Yes, it was. So it was voted the best song in country music for the whole year, 2009. Now, to show you where country music progressed a little bit, or regressed, depending upon your point of view. In 2019, the CMA Song of the Year was Body Like a Back Road. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, I got loads of 90s. The only thing Body Like a Back Road proves to me is that Sam Hunt has spent 0 time on any actual back roads. Because I've never met a woman in my life that would want their body described as being full of gravel and potholes. Because every back road, every real back road I've ever been in it's either all gravel or just full of potholes and it hadn't been paved in decades. Yeah. All right, so 90s country, y'all say. 90s country. You can't go wrong with 90s country, and here's one of my all-time favorite 90s country songs. We miss you, Joe. Well, they were farm kids way down in Dixie, met in high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, I found her the water tower, stood on the rail and painted a 10-foot heart in John Deere green on a hot summer night. Rode Billy Bob Love Charlene, letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said that he should have used red, but he took good to Charlene in John Deere green. They settled down on 80 acres, raising sweet corn, kids and tomatoes. They went together like hand and a glove. On a clear day from their front yard, if you look into one loophole off to the east, you can still read his words of love in John Deere green on a hot summer night. Rode Billy Bob Love Charlene, letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said that boy should have used red, but he looked good to Charlene in John Deere green. Now more than once the town has discovered painting over it ain't no use. There ain't no pain in the world that'll cover it, that heart keeps showing through. In John Deere green on a hot summer night, rode Billy Bob Love Charlene, letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said that boy John Dickery. The late, the great Joe Diffie. That still don't seem right. Seemed like he should still be here with us. Well, y'all, it looks like I got time for one more. I don't know it. I don't know it. Some Johnny Cash? All right, so thank y'all so much for hanging with me today. I appreciate y'all very much. As soon as I get out of the way, as soon as I get done with this song and I get tore down and out the way, Miss Haley Hicks, I believe, is coming up next, and her band, and it'll be a whole band. It won't be just one person sitting on a stool with a guitar like it was for me. So y'all be sure to stay tuned, stick around for that. They are awesome. One of my favorites that plays here, actually, and I enjoy listening to them. I listen to them all the time at home on the Facebook page, just like y'all are watching on the Facebook page out there. And like I said, y'all, when you get home, wherever it is you come, you can watch shows here in Nashville every day, all day, and interact with a great community of people that they're all in the little chat thing there, and they're typing away, and so it's a lot of fun. And we appreciate you all hanging with us today here at AJ's and those hanging out online. And so by request, here's some Johnny Cash. Thank you all for your tips today. Without you guys, I couldn't keep living here in Nashville. I couldn't keep my lights turned on at home and groceries in my fridge without you. So thank you for making it possible. I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears that cry for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. It tore me up every time I heard her draw that southern drawl. And I heard my dreams back downstream to Fort Bend, Davenport. So I followed you, big river, when you called. And you took me to St. Louis later on down the river. Lady says she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I found a trail in Memphis. She just walked up the bluff, raised a few eyebrows, and went on down alone. Won't you batten down Baton Rouge, River Queen, roll it on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Dump my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, big river, more than me. Won't you batten down with the blues and River Queen, roll it on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Dump my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, big river, more than me. I taught weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears cry for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me today. Like I said, y'all stick around. Miss Haley Hicks and her band are coming up next. And they are phenomenal. My name is Ricky Lee Tanner. You can find me here every Wednesday morning from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Couldn't do without what I do without you guys. Thank you for making it possible for me to keep living here in Nashville, Tennessee and chasing my dreams. We'll see you on down the road. We'll see you online. Love you guys. Thank you.